Thank you again for joining us on the National Real Estate Cafe with yours truly, Don Getling, and that guy, Gino Franti, for your daily dose of real estate market updates.
Well, the reason Don's reacting that way is we're having a good time, and, I'm just jabbing at him with the age jokes as I like to do. But you know what? It actually is relevant to what we're talking about today because we're going to talk about compound growth over time of your investments, and there's no better way than buying a home.
Okay. So we have index number 92, I think, on why you should buy versus renting. And I know it's not for everybody, but if there's an opportunity, and I guarantee there's more opportunities than you think of. We do it every day here at Skyline Home Loans. We're always finding ways to get people in the homes that they didn't think they could or helping them get their next home. So let's go with this report from Baraka, Hardin, and Johnson. Just another index, but hey, it supports what we've been beating you over the head for the last couple of years.
Well, what's nice about this one is what this measures is it better to rent a home or buy a home in certain housing markets, and they break it down state by state. And it's funny is they show it as a horse race. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So they basically put them side by side, renting and investing the difference of what you're paying on the home. And most of the city, they took 23 major markets and separated the two. And believe it or not, it's not all the same in each city. So there are some states that are crushing. I mean, you should definitely buy versus renting because rents are so high. And you're not going to be surprised that it's Cincinnati, Chicago, Cleveland, New York, no doubt. And right here in California, we know it's better to buy than to rent because our rents have gone up crazy. So, but there are some cities not so much. Miami, Portland are right on the borderline what you want to do.
And I call time out on that, right? Because this is a snapshot in time. So the fact that they're talking about Miami as not being a good place to buy, think about it from a demographic standpoint. They're not measuring this, but from a demographic standpoint, as we continue to have baby boomers, where do? They retire in hot, warm areas like Palm Springs and Miami. So what are we going to do over the next decade is we're going to continue to push people into Miami. Rents are going to go through the roof. And rents are going to go through the roof. And so are prices. So I still think Miami's a great investment. One report doesn't make a trend. I still think this is great overall, but Miami, I challenge that.
It continues to support what we keep beating you over the head with, that it's really good to buy. We have never seen somebody who has home ownership go boo. We did have that time. It was challenging for a while, but over time, without a doubt, it's the best investment. In fact, those who invest in a home have a 37-time greater wealth than somebody who rents. So we'll just show you this slide we've shown you many times before, but simple math. Yep. Basically, if you were to buy a $250,000 home based on principal reduction and appreciation, you should have an additional over $47,000 in 5 years. I don't know how many of you are going to save that in the next 5 years.
So in order to do that, what you would need to have is you would need to have $250,000 this year to start with as liquid cash funds invested.
Oh, yeah.
And you need to get a 5% return on investment every single year. So if you have $250,000 to start with today, then maybe that's a good investment for you and you need to evaluate the difference. If you don't, you need to take a leveraged asset. You need to take a mortgage out on a home so that you can experience this growth with a very small down payment.
Yeah, how about that for 0 down, possibly for vets, 3.5% down for an FHA loan, and so many other options? Pretty good leverage on your money. So make sure you take action. That is our goal. Take action today. You're right here on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Getling and Gino Franti. Receive these daily updates and share with your friends by texting NREC to the number 58885.
And if you want to see past shows and see how our predictions have panned out, you can see all our library of past shows by going to nrecafe.com.
Thanks for joining us.